Oh, they've given two cute examples. We'll start with part A. There is an exception to every rule. Of course, there has to be an exception to every rule. Through sheer luck, he escaped the lethal attack. Well, it means deadly attack. This question is so apt for the Indian scenario, right? I mean, deadly attack can happen on anyone at any given time at this point. To protect the common man is obligatory duty for a policeman. Is it? Anyway, let me come to the question. So the answer is required. Can you imagine if the answer was option C? To protect someone is an optional. Well, I mean, in practice it's optional, but okay, for all purposes, the answer is option B. His statements should be taken with a grain of salt. Yeah, everyone's statements should be taken with a grain of salt. So whatever commentary I made throughout this video, please don't be offended by it. Take it with a grain of salt. The answer is to take with some reservations. Okay. So this is true for everything people say. Don't just listen to something and get angry. But it is not effective for all examinations which a pupil can pass. There are examinations at school by cramming the texts. Wow, look at the irony of this question. I mean, this particular test is all about cramming and mugging up, and they have the audacity of giving us this question. Anyway, the answer is, there are examinations at school which a pupil can pass by cramming the texts, but it is not effective for all examinations. So this is RQSP, option C. During the reign of which Manikya king was Nir Mahal constructed? Okay, so this is interesting. This is Bir Bikram Kishore Manikya. I've been to Nir Mahal actually once on a school trip, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything that great, but it's one of those heritage sites in the state, so we went to visit it, and yeah, it was all, I mean, it was a palace in the middle of some sort of water reservoir. So yeah. What are Hiknanani and Kaijagnani in tribal society? Okay, so this one is easy. These two are actually marriage customs. So Kaijagnani literally means that, Kaijagnani means to get married. So that's what it means literally. Or the act of getting married. So yeah, it has to do with marriage customs. The Sardar, chief of which tribe was known as Ruwaja? Oh, this one is easy. So this is something particular to the Riang tribe. My tribe. Yeah. So we call him Ruwaja. And I mean, this is hilarious. So this should be is actually. Ruwajas still exist. We call them Chaudhary also sometimes. Chaudhary or Chaudhary. Whatever floats your boat, spell it however you want. Okay. We have, what is the meaning of secular? So, all religions are equal in the eyes of the government. Is it though? I mean, it's hilarious, but okay. It's a constitutional provision. Special importance to a religion related to government? Not really. And C would mean one religion is promoted by the government. I mean, it is not according to the books. What happens in the practical world is a different thing. So yeah, the meaning of secular is, textbook definition is all religions are equal in the eye of the government. So you're not supposed to discriminate one religion against another. The 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with the administration and control of scheduled area and scheduled tribes in the 4 states. So Tripura is definitely there. So you can rule out option C and D. Then there is also Nagaland. No, the Nagaland does not have a scheduled area. So yeah, the answer is option B. You have Assam, so you have Karbi Anglong, and then in Tripura we have something called the TTAADC. So Tripura we have TTAADC, which stands for Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council. So this gives some level of autonomy to the elected council. Actually, just Google for this. We recently had the ADC elections, district council elections. So yeah, you should Google it. It's quite interesting, to be honest. So Google this ADC elections. Okay. Next, inclusive growth as enunciated in the 11th five-year plan does not include one of the following. I don't think it includes reduction in gender inequality, to be honest. I mean, everyone is so focused on money and the economy that you leave out the human component of it. So my guess would be it's option D. And 11th five-year plan, right? So this paper is of 2019, so I believe it's around 2015 16 or around that time. So I don't think reduction in gender inequality is a priority right now, to be honest, which is quite sad actually, but yeah, it is what it is.